Mike, what a difference a week makes, my friend. He's Mike Moss, play-by-play voice of the Fort Wayne Tin Caps. My name is Peter Hood. This, of course, is TinChattin, where we talk all things Fort Wayne Tin Caps throughout the spring and summer. And Mike, the last time you and I spoke, the Caps were coming off of a long road trip. They had lost 4 straight to close that road trip, came here to Parkview Field, opened, I don't know what that was, but maybe that's an indication. Maybe that's an indication of how the night's going to go. But the night went well for the Tin Caps here this evening. And again, Mike, the last time you and I spoke, coming off that win against Lansing, we didn't know how this 8-game homestand was going to go. That was a good start, and it turned out that good start led to several more good performances throughout this, what was supposed to be an 8-game homestand, turned into a 7-game homestand. They're able to win 2 out of 3 against Lansing, and then a 4-game sweep of the in-state rival South Bend Cubs, and so many positive things to talk about, Mike, but obviously the pitching steals the headlines with this homestand. 7 games, again, the Tin Caps played. In 6 of those, they held the opponent to 2 runs or less, and in 4 games with South Bend, Mike, 4 total runs against the Cubs. I mean, you just can't say enough about the job that Anthony Contreras' staff has done over the last week or so.
Oh, without a doubt. Heading into the game on Thursday, my what I call joking question was, who had the better start going into the game on Thursday? You had Joey Cantillo, who last Thursday had the 1-hit 6-inning outing against Lansing. On Tuesday night, you had Efrain Contreras, 6 shutout innings, giving up just 3 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts. In the afternoon game on Wednesday, Gabe Moser, 6 innings, no runs, 3 hits, no walks, I believe it was 5 strikeouts, and he retired the last 15 batters he faced. So which of the 3 had the better performance? And I think by a slight margin, those who I talked to probably felt, because Gabe Moser had retired the last 15 guys he faced in a row, that by an eyelash that might have been the best, but they were 3 outstanding performances. And then on Thursday night, Joey Cantillo got the ball again, didn't pitch as well as the previous Thursday, went 5 innings, gave up a run on 4 hits, walked 2, and struck out 6. But thanks to a home run by Blake Hunt, he got a no decision. Tin Caps trailed 1-0 Thursday, trailed 2-1 Thursday, tied the game with a run in the 8th, and in a dramatic fashion got a walk-off win in the 9th when Tucapito Marcano singled to the right side of the infield, which scored Luis Almanzar from second base with the game-winning run. So 4 wins in a row at home. First 4-game sweep since the first full week of the season when they pulled the trick on Dayton. 6-1 on the homestand. It's great to be at home, as Dorothy once said in The Wizard of Oz. And the Tin Caps getting these 6 wins in 7 games at home. They're now 14-10 at home. And again, they're very close. Again, 21-23. Starting the 8-game road trip tonight. They're up in Midland, Michigan, taking on the Great Lakes Loons. And the Loons lost Thursday night at Lansing, but they still have the best record in the 8-team Eastern Division at 28-16. But with the Loons losing at Lansing and the Tin Caps beating South Bend, Fort Wayne starts this key 4-game series at Great Lakes, trailing the Loons by 7 games. But if the Tin Caps can continue to play well and learn and take what they've learned by winning at home and take it on the road, even if they don't win the first half Eastern Division title, and even if they don't get the wild card spot, they can set the tone. If the Tin Caps can acquire that same type of mentality, strike first, strike most, win games, it's going to be a fun second half of the season.
Something else that was fun to see earlier this week, as we kind of move a little bit away from the diamond, something that happened on Sunday, Mike, right off of Hillegas Road. Mike Nutter, the president of the Fort Wayne TinCaps, honored by the Northeast Indiana Baseball Association. Of course, you were honored by that same group last year, but Mike, in his 20th year with the TinCaps organization this year, his 19th as the president, inducted into the NEIBA Hall of Fame, and obviously you've worked with him from the beginning. Just your thoughts on what Mike has meant to this organization, this city, and what it was like for you. You were there on Sunday to see him honored in that way.
Let me start on a personal note. It was Mike Nutter that took a chance with me in late 2004. In 2003 and 2004, I got to fill in for Terry Byram on a number of occasions and started broadcasting what was then Fort Wayne Wizards baseball. When I interviewed with Mike after the 2004 season, knowing that Terry was going to AA Harrisburg of the Eastern League, it was the fourth time I had applied for the broadcasting job. I kiddingly and not kiddingly, don't know what Mike saw in me, but he saw something, and I will be forever grateful because he took a chance and he hired this guy that gets high-pitched when things get exciting. That's my personal note. Mike is a tremendous person in the office and out of the office. And you look at all the awards that the TinCaps have won, that Parkview Field has won, in the almost 11 years that this team has been downtown. It's phenomenal. You know, the motto for as long as I can remember is family fun here at the ballpark. And you want a fun environment, and you want a fun experience. And it's here at Parkview Field. And it all starts with Mike Nutter. And I was just tickled pink that he got into the Hall of Fame.
Obviously, Mike, very deserving in his honor, and we congratulate him. And actually, we had a chance to catch up with Mike on that Hall of Fame night, the night he was inducted into the Northeast Indiana Baseball Association Hall of Fame.
It's absolutely awesome. I never thought anything could happen for a baseball Hall of Fame for a guy that was this bad of a player. But when I reflect back on it, you know, this is home for us. I've lived all over the country, but this is the longest I've ever lived anywhere. So I may not be from here, but this is home. And so to get an award and a recognition like this from the place that I plan on living, and I don't think I've ever used the word retiring, but finishing my career in, it's special. It really is. And then for my wife and kids to be able to be here, a bunch of coworkers surprised me as I was getting out of the car that I didn't know were coming. And so it means a lot because I do share it with them. My name's going to be on the plaque, but this isn't about me. This is our team, and so it's a tremendous honor.
When you came here in 1999, did you ever think that a Hall of Fame was possible?
No, maybe the Hall of Shame in '99, the way I was living my life. I was also pretty sure I was probably going to live in Fort Wayne for a year or two, and here we are working my 20th season in the Summit City. So absolutely not, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
When you look back on these last 20 years, as an organization, you professionally, personally, what are you most proud of?
You know what? That's a great question. When I look back, I'm going to talk about a few of the moments later, but the first game as a GM back in 2001 at Memorial Stadium with the Wizards, thought I knew it all and didn't know much. The process to get the brand new ballpark, I still remember those fighter jets flying over April 16th of '09. Of course, our championship. I'll never forget that. And then the last thing I would say is we've had a small part in 181 guys getting to the big leagues, and Josh Van Meter being one of the most recent, but one of the most local. And so those are the things that really come to mind.
All right, we're going to get out of here. I got stuff flying in my head. We had stuff falling from the sky earlier, so probably time to go. But we've had a delightful time here in this edition of TinChattin. We're glad you were able to join us. Hopefully you'll do so again next week. We'll be back same time, same place. As always, Mike Moss, radio play-by-play voice of your Fort Wayne TinCaps. My name is Peter Hood. That'll do it for this week's edition of TinChattin. Stick around, though. There's much more coming up in the locker room right after these messages.